Y'all, I did not even plan on posting a word this morning. Maybe today, later or something, but I did not plan on posting a word this morning. But when the Lord gives it to you, you know you better move, because obedience is better than sacrifice. So, firstly, I'm going to talk about this dream that I had last night. I'm not going to tell you the whole dream because I don't feel like that was for you guys, or that it was relevant to this situation at all. But I'm going to tell you the piece of the dream that is relevant to right now that God showed me. So, in this dream, I was sitting down with a woman. There was a woman to my left. I couldn't see her face, but I knew there was a woman there. For those of you who are dreamers, where God gives you dreams, you know what I'm talking about when I say that God doesn't specifically tell you with words what's going on in the situation, but somehow you are made to understand what's going on. Like somehow you just already know the situation that you are in your dream. God will already place you there and let you know somehow, like spiritually, what's happening right now. So I was made to understand that I was protecting this woman from, because there was a man standing up. He was standing up on my right, and me and her were sitting down as if like he was holding us there or something of the sort. But I was made to understand that I was the mediator, like I was protecting her from him because she was afraid of this man. And he was standing up and he was kind of going back and forth, like pacing. And he was like, I had something in my hand like a tablet or a phone, and it had multiple little screens on it. And this man all of a sudden says, hails 33.5. He says hails, and then he says 33.5. And I'm like, okay, let me look that up. I don't know why I tried to look it up, as if, you know, dreams are just dreams. So I'm like, I tried to look it up somehow, but nothing popped up. And so I woke up. So this morning I said, let me research what the word hails means according to like biblical times and in the Bible. So the word hail means to drag, pull, or haul someone by force, often in a legal or persecution context. That's what hail means. It means to drag or pull somebody by force. That means you have to take it by force, take them by force, because they're not being compliant, obviously. And he said hails with an S. Okay, so then I was led to, because the man said 33.5 as well. And I thought, well, hails isn't a chapter, isn't a name of a Bible chapter or anything like that. So I looked up the word hail biblically, and then I looked up 33.5. God led me to two scriptures that are 33.5. It's Psalm 33.5 and Isaiah 33.5. Psalms 30, and the funny thing is, this is how God works. This is crazy because they both basically say the exact same thing. Both of these scriptures is what's crazy. So Psalms 33.5 says, he loveth righteousness and judgment. The earth is full of the goodness of the Lord. And guess what Isaiah 33.5 says? The Lord is exalted, for he dwelleth on high. He hath filled Zion with judgment and righteousness. Both of these verses talk about judgment and righteousness. God is about to exercise judgment on your behalf. I don't know who this word is for. This word is not for everybody. So don't get in these comments saying, this word isn't for me and you're a liar. Okay, if the word isn't for you, it is not for you. But if it is for you, you know. You can feel it in your spirit. God is about to exercise judgment on your behalf. There is somebody or something that he is going to have to drag by force, because they are not wanting to let go. They are not wanting to leave you alone. They are not wanting to hearken to God's voice. And God is going to drag them and judge them by force. Both of these scriptures, what are the odds? I always say that when people say, like, what are the odds? I'm like, no odds, it's just God. What are the odds, though? Both of those scriptures literally say the same thing about how the Lord is exalted and he loveth righteousness and judgment. Especially if you are a person who is, not to say that if you are not walking right, that God won't protect you, because he does. He gives people chances. He is a merciful and graceful God. But those of you who are walking upright and godly, especially, and there are people who are bothering you, whether it be witches, demonic activity, spiritual warfare, God does not like when you mess with his chosen ones and his children. He is getting ready to exercise judgment on somebody. And you do not want to be next to them when God is exercising his judgment on them. Whatever it is, be very afraid if you're the person that God is getting ready to exercise the judgment on. I don't know if the word for you is God is getting ready to exercise the judgment for you or on you. But this is the word that he led me to put out. The funny thing is, I was thinking, and I wasn't even going to do this right now because I wasn't sure. But this is how God works. And I'm going to tell you what he said to me too when I had finally decided that I was getting ready to post the word like he was telling me to the first time. In my head, I was trying to make sure I remembered the numbers correctly, like the 33.5 that was in my dream. I'm like, I don't want to get it wrong. So I was thinking the number 33, like I'm pretty sure it was 33. I'm pretty sure it was 33. And at the moment I thought in my mind 33, my radio blanked off from the music it was on. And I looked on my dash and I was going 33 miles an hour. It's like God literally highlighted the 33 for me as soon as I thought 33. And then he gave me a word and he said, every time I want you to post a word like this, I'm going to do something supernatural like this. I just love God so bad, y'all. Y'all don't understand how I have grown to know him and to love him and the way that he moves and the way that he works. If you don't know him, get to know him. Get to know him. And for those of you who are set to be prophets and give words, whether it be on YouTube or whether it be ministry, some other type of way or some other type of place, when God gives you a word, you put it out. It doesn't matter that people are going to persecute you. They're going to talk down on you. I read some of these comments sometimes, and you know what? If I didn't have the thick skin that I have, I would be butthurt and I would not even be posting words anymore, because some people are just straight up cruel and they degrade you and they call you a false prophet, and it doesn't matter what they call you. Don't you know that that is not your name? What does God call you? What does Jesus say you are to him? Because you are fully known and fully loved. So if God gives you a word to put out, you put it out. If God tells you to tell somebody something or do something, you do it right away. Even if you hesitate for a little second, ask God to confirm it to you again, and you put it out when he tells you to. Because like I said in the beginning, obedience is better than sacrifice. None of us asked to be called. None of us asked to, hey, God, put this on me. Because it's heavy. It gets heavy sometimes. And like I said, for people who are out here being negative about the words that we put out, understand that we are just spreading what God tells us to put out. I want to help you. Why would I be a gatekeeper to something that God didn't gatekeep from me? God never kept himself from me. So why would I do that to you guys? If I have something that can possibly help you or get you out of a situation or be confirmation for you, then I'm going to put it out there. But yeah, this word is for somebody. God is getting ready to exercise judgment on your behalf. Or if you are on the other side, he's getting ready to exercise judgment on you. And I wouldn't want to be on that side. Righteousness and judgment. Those are the words for today. I love you guys. Stay up, and I hope you guys have a great week.